Hi, my name is Justina, and I'm a sophomore at Penn studying computer science. This summer, I worked with the Lit Lab at Penn Center for Neuroengineering and Therapeutics, which focuses on clinical epilepsy research. When a patient is admitted to the Epilepsy Monitoring Unit, or EMU, the physicians there attempt to induce seizures in order to observe any abnormal brain activity on EEG during their events. My project focuses on using natural language processing to train a machine learning model to analyze EMU patient notes and answer the following questions about each patient's epilepsy diagnosis. During this visit, did the patient have an epileptic seizure, and did they have non-epileptic events? Did the author conclude that the patient may have epilepsy? What is the classification of their epilepsy? Is it focal or generalized? What is their seizure lateralization? Is it coming from the left or right hemisphere? And seizure localization, which region of the brain is responsible for the seizures? To train the model, we annotated 124 patient notes, later adding 545 more labeled notes from the Epic platform as ground truth human answers to the 6 questions for each note. We then input this training data into Hugging Face's auto model for sequence classification, which uses Clinical BERT, a transformer model pre-trained on medical notes to classify texts or patient notes into discrete categories, the answers to each question. In order to create a more balanced training dataset and optimize our model's accuracy, we also made 2 modifications to our training data. The first was combining the smaller categories by condensing less common labels. Otherwise, the model would have trouble classifying a note into a category that is much smaller than the others. Our second modification was oversampling or duplicating notes with less common labels. Future improvements might explore different data augmentation methods as well. And these were our results. The model that performed best overall was the one trained on the larger, condensed, but not oversampled dataset, slightly better than the one that was oversampled, and increasing the size of our training set by 545 notes, or going from blue to red, significantly improves our model's accuracy, especially for the last 3 questions, which had more possible answers. We then applied this best model to our entire dataset of over 2,600 patient notes and calculated the distribution of predicted answers to each of our 6 questions across all notes. We also extracted the dates and times of each patient's seizures in the EMU and plotted them alongside their medication dosages over the course of their visit to find correlations between successful seizure induction and factors like medication concentration at the time of first seizure, or medication tapering speed, or even the administration of alcohol as an induction procedure. As you can imagine, this could be very helpful to future research into optimizing seizure induction procedures for EMU patients. I'd really like to thank PURM for this opportunity, as well as the CNT for all their guidance, mentorship, and support this summer, and for the amazing research community and environment there. Thank you for your interest in my research.